Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Aris and I am your online BFF of today. And if you are not new here and you are my return subscribers, thank you so much for clicking my video again and again. So thank you very much. Alright, so today we have a special message today because I feel like somebody need to hear this today. And if you it's just if you click on my video today, like, hey, before anything else, I want you to hear this, okay? I want you to hear it. And it is okay whatever that you are carrying right now, because whatever is keeping you alive, like whatever is making your chest feels heavy today, it's okay, it's okay. Yeah, like you don't need to have everything figured out together today. Even if people blame on you today, like you feel so heavy, you don't need all the answers, You don't need to solve your entire life before tomorrow morning, because right now, for the next few minutes, I want you to just listen, right? I want you to just listen. Like right now, because you see, sometimes when life becomes overwhelming, what we need most isn't advice. Like, it is actually a reminder that we have survived difficult days before, a reminder that storms don't last forever, and a reminder that everything will be alright. Not because life is perfect, but because you are stronger than you think. Because I know that you're carrying a lot of right now. A lot of things happening, Your mind feels so heavy because life can be exhausting, Some battles happen in public, but the hardest one often happen in silence, silence battles, which is happens inside of you, internally. So the worries that nobody sees, the fears that you don't talk about to people, the pressure that you put on yourself or other people's expectations and the pressure that was put on you, the expectations that you are trying to meet people, the uncertainty you are trying to navigate in life. Because sometimes, you smile, you just smile, and while carrying a weight that nobody knows exists, and after a while that weight it becomes heavy. So if you're tired right now, if you're overwhelmed, if you feel like your life feels like hell right now, if you're struggling more than usual today, that doesn't mean that you are weak. It means that you are human. You are human. I am a human. Everyone else is human. And humans were never meant to carry everything alone, right? So I want you to remind yourself, not everything needs an answer today. Because one of the reasons that we suffer so much is because we try to force certainty out of uncertainty, So we want answers immediately, We want guarantees. We want acknowledgement. We want to know exactly not how everything will turn out, right? But life doesn't always work that way, and sometimes the next chapter remains hidden until you are ready to step into it. Sometimes the path only become visible for you after you have taken the first step, right? And sometimes the answers that you are searching for like arrive when you stop desperately chasing them. So right now there may be questions in your life, you know, that don't have solutions yet. And remember this, that is okay. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay, because not knowing doesn't mean failing, right? Being uncertain doesn't mean that you are lost in life. It is simply means that you are actually in the middle of the story of your life, and the middle is never where the full picture makes sense for you. So you have survived 100% of your hardest days, right? Think about everything that you have already overcome, you know, the heartbreaks, the disappointments, the failures, you know, the mistreatment that you face and all, the comparisons, the judgmental from the people around you, the days that you thought that you wouldn't get through, the moments that make you question yourself every single time. At the time, you know, some of those experiences felt unbearable. You know, you hold your tears, you hold your anger, and you hold whatever people talk bullshit about you, you know. You hold yourself back so much, and you feel like everything in the world is against you. And yet, here you are, you know, still standing, still breathing, you know, still believing in yourself, still moving forward even though there's no visible results right in front of you. So not because it was easy, right? Because you found a way to yourself, right? Sometimes we become so focused on our current struggles that we forget our own resilience. You know, you have survived difficult chapters before, right? So you have adapted before, you have healed before, and chances are you will do it again, right? So the fact that you are here today is a proof of the strength that you may not even recognize in yourself. Okay, so many people spend today suffering like from things that haven't even happened yet. Okay, so they keeps overthinking to themselves. So what if it goes wrong? What if I fail? What if things don't work out, you know? So what if I'm not improving myself? And what if I'm gonna keeps repeating the mistakes that I make in workplace? So the mind has a remarkable ability to like create problems that don't even exist. So, and while preparations is useful, constant worry is actually not, because worry about tricks often tricks us, you know. Worrying is like emotions that we should not allow it in ourselves, because that's why I'm thinking, because that's just my thoughts. Okay, so worry is often it tricks us into believing that we are solving something, but most of the time we are simply exhausting ourselves because we keep overthinking. So the future doesn't need to be lived tonight, just remember that. So tomorrow will bring its own challenges. Every single day we will face a challenge, and tomorrow's version of you will deal with that. So right now your only responsibility in this moment is to breathe, you know, just breathe, because the future can be, right? So you don't need to be perfect right now. You don't need to be perfect, because sometimes the person putting the most pressure on you is actually you, right? It's just you, no one else. Okay, because you overthink. You keep thinking that like you think everything is too deep, you know. You expect yourself to be stronger, faster, more successful, more productive, more accomplished, you know, more sharp, you know, more consistent. That's what you think, right? And when you fall short of those expectations, like actually you become your own hardest critic. So but actually the perfections was never the goal, because no one is perfect. Like I don't care if you're my boss, you're my seniors, or anyone, you're not perfect. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, So yeah, I'm back. So nobody is perfect, okay? So don't talk bullshit that you're so fucking perfect, okay? Don't talk bullshit to me. Because remember this, perfections was never the goal. Growth is, progress is, learning is, healing is, okay? Because being human means making mistakes. Being humans means having a bad days. And being humans means getting things wrong sometimes. And the goal isn't to become flawless. The goal is actually to keep moving forward despite your flaws that you show. Because, it is to show yourself the same kindness that you offer someone that you love. So because you deserve that kindness too, right? You deserve the kindness too. Because remember this. Now, let's return to the message that you may have needed to hear all along. Everything will be alright, okay? Everyone, my bestie, my girls, boys, everything will be alright. Not because every outcome will be exactly as you plan. Life rarely works that way, but because no matter what happens, you will find a way, you will find a way through it. So you always have a way, there will be always a better days for you. There will be unexpected opportunities for you in future. There will be moments of joy that you cannot even currently imagine that you will get it one day, in the future. There's so many people that you haven't met yet in the future, and so many memories that you haven't created it yet. So there will be a breakthroughs for you, everyone. Okay, if you're listening to this, yes, there will be a breakthrough for you, a new beginnings, fresh starts, and one day you will look back at this difficult season and realize that it was only a chapter. It's only a chapter, a temporary one, and not the entire story, right? So, if your heart feels heavy tonight, if your mind feels crowded and easy, if life feels like uncertain, remember this. You don't need to have all the answers. You don't need to carry it tomorrow. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to fix everything right now. Okay, so I want you to take things one day at a time, one step at a time, one breath at a time. So I want you to trust yourself, trust the process, trust that life has a way of unfolding even when you can't see the whole path ahead. And most importantly, be gentle with yourself, because you have come farther than you did, because you survive more than you realize, and you are actually stronger than this moment is making you feel. So whatever that you're facing right now, it's okay. I want you to say to yourself, it's okay. Calm down. I want you to calm down. Everything will be alright. Okay? And remember, some of your best days are still ahead of you. Right? You did great today. You did great. No more worrying about yourself. So, yeah, that's it for today. And I hope that you guys don't please ignore my messy hair for today, because kind of messy, but it's okay. But that's all for today, and I hope that you guys have a great night, good night's sleep. Okay, if you're watching this at night,